Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black channel here at Ticker Tacker, and we got potential October chop shop. How are you not going to be an inside month on this SPY? Now obviously we got a long month ahead of us, but that's something we're going to be aware about, these big outside bars and then inside bars cooking. Oftentimes when you get these big outside bars like this, people got killed and they're trying to get their money back, and oftentimes you get something like that. You might remember this little ditty back into here. So we'll see. If we go to the daily, you see how it's already just a really tight range in here chopping around, and so you're going to see a lot of stuff like that. QQQ and Qs, look at this, it's chopping around in here. If we get back to that monthly, so again, how are we going to get out of here? We are starting to the downside slightly, so we'll be aware of that. If we go to Apple, and Apple stuck inside, and so you can see a lot of these dailies looking choppily similar so far, so see how that goes. Go small cappers. Small cappers here on the month, took that out. A little bit tighter of a range, but you're still not near taking out, and you can see that's starting off a little bit green. We'll see what comes of that. If we go to TLT, once again, you got your inside month and all these guys stuck in here, so TLT still stuck. If we go to VXX, starting off green, so see if we can get a little bit more volatility. That would be nice if we can get that to pop up a little bit more. If we go to the diamonds, once again stuck in here. How are we going to get outside of there? So not too much going on there either. You got Disney. It's going to start off as an inside week with Nike, so we'll see if anything comes of that. Nike 3-1 on the highs. They want to blast that thing some more. Your transports, look at this, doing nothing. So that's why in the macro vid, you have all those inside quarters and stuff in the airlines and all that kind of thing. So, Doge it is, and not too much going on there. Maybe some FedEx to try and finish off the job by going to new highs. Still just slowly but surely walking up, like so, a little choppily so. Utes, doing nothing. And Utes still stuck in here. That's the problem when you get stuck in the mother bar. If you go to gold, a little more interesting. You do have an inside week for GLD, GDX, a whole bunch of them. How's our GLD doing? So the whole boatload going inside weaker there. We'll see what comes of that. If you go to financials, your XLF still stuck in here. All of these guys stuck in this thing. That's FAS stock. So not too much going on there because you'll see similar. JP Morgan stuck, doing nothing. Goldman Sachs slightly took out an inside month, but you see all of these months are completely within these two here, right? If we go to XRT retail, XRT a little better, still inside month there like so. You do have this though. The weekly got some pivots up in here if they want to take all that kind of stuff out. Target's still working her way higher, although agonizingly slowly so, but still hanging near the highs. Costco, monther, still inside month, so there's that. If we go to Walmart stock in here, how are you going to get outside of that thing? So if we go to AutoNation, and AutoNation a little bit better, getting closer toward this monthly, and has been higher. If you go like this, so you'll see the bigger tries up in here if they want to keep that thing going, and on the weekly you're going to see this here coming back to previous range, so that's good. We'll see if that can get through there. Good Deckers, little exhaustion risk going into the highs, but been staying strong here the last few days. You can see this here. Deckers still trying to move higher. Dicks on the monthly, see if we can finish off the job here. Take out the bigger try going into the highs. DRI still climbing the wall of worry in this thing, so taking out last month's highs, that's a good thing. Then we go to the weekly. You can see this, the former try up in here, still trying to walk all the way through that, so we'll see if that can keep climbing. KSS, kind of a corpse down here, but do have this daily try you can keep an eye on here. Just don't want to get anything going in this thing. And Williams-Sonoma here, potentially on the monthly, the 2 up, 222, continuation, take her up. Since we're all staying at home, we need some nice stuff in the catch it. All right, if we go to Labu, okay, still jammed down in here, but you do have inside week. So we'll see either side of that. If we can get out of this tribe, go to IBB. IBB. Good thing is here, you're closer to taking out the monthly highs. It's backing off a little bit. Here, still closer to taking out those highs, albeit starting off red. So we'll see. You got AGIO. AGIO been having a tough slide and still trying to slide down here. So we'll see if that weakness continues. See if we can take these guys out. If you go to ALNY, and that's been good since that inside week here. Now the question is that trying to get out and then come back through here. If we go to Bristol-Myers, and Bristol-Myers, shooter counters hammer. If they want to bring this thing in a little bit, we'll see. If you go to the daily, you'll see this. Slight trying to get out up to here. We'll see if they can come back through this. If we go to ESPR, and ESPR also having a tough one here, and you go to the monthly, and right here, inside month and down below 3406, close. The GWPH, and you can see how this thing's still been sliding here too ever since RevStrat Monther, and so we'll see if we can stay weak and take them all out. Go to HZNP. HZNP. Inside weaker to see if there's more in the tank there, if they want to bring it in. If we go to IONS, see this thing's been sliding here too. And if we go to monthly, see if we can go down and take this stuff out. If we go to Jazz Farm. Jazz Farm's still walking up this thing here, and you see this tight range. Take them out, take them out, take them out. Now let's see if we can go up and still take these guys out. If we go to Molina Health, and Molina Health closer to the 222 month, they're over 194.09. Marna. And Marna, potential RevStrat month inside, and then here that would be above 75.39. And if you go to the weekly, either way, you can set the RevStrat downside on the weekly or RevStrat upside on the monthly. Homebuilders here holding tough. So we're all staying at home, so still up there. So you DHIs blasting into the highs. Toll Brothers, it's got a little bit more for some all-time highs. Weyerhaeuser here, still way off the high. So we'll see if they want to come into this thing a little bit. Comparatively, you can see this thing's been a lot higher. And KBH, close to the all-time highs, and you got yourself here. Inside weaker 3-1. If we go to Tech, XLK gives us a little weekly shooter. If they want to bring these guys in a little bit, in the monthly, a lot of things. How are you going to get out of here? The SMH. And if you go to Facebook, big range to get out of. So we'll see if they want to bring this thing on the weekly. Do have your 2-2 if they want to do the continuation, come down through here. Go to Amazon. Amazon tight weekly. How are we going to get out of that? Netflix, 2-month inside pattern and stuck in the middle of here now. So we'll see. We've got a little stuff working on the daily here as it tries to take this out and come back through this range, but we'll see. A lot of things need to play out here. Gigs. Weekly potential 2-2-2 if they want to bring this in. Again, here's your monthly. Got some acreage a little bit closer to the downside there, though, for the gigs. NVIDIA, big range to get out of on the month. And the weekly, this is the triangle out and come back through. We'll see. Go to Adobe. Still trying to get out of this thing, but it would set up here. Once again, the weekly, you do have RevStrat weak potential coming down. Cirrus Logic. Cirrus Logic has the potential here. The outside 322. If we can reclaim this thing here above 67.88. CTXS. And this thing's been doing nothing, and here you can see that like so, but it would set up rev strat weaker here. 1, 2. eBay. And eBay also rev strat weaker to the downside. Right here, inside bar, pokes up. Etsy. And Etsy, see that had the rev strat weak here, upside. And potential hammer counter shooter monster, you're there. Above 129.94, you're there. If you go to Grubhub, a little tight, but you do have hammer counter shooter on the month, and we can take this out here. 73.70, just hanging around right there. LRCX. LRCX, it's a little weekly shooter. They want to tour back down. PAYC. And PAYC starting off. Outside bar, one bar rev strat multi 132. Trying to go into the highs. PayPal. And PayPal. Weekly here, also potential rev strat weak to the downside. Corvo. Here, also rev strat to the downside potentially. SNPS. Same deal. Teradyne. Same deal. So you can see a bunch of that. With the SMH just missing, but going shooter. You can see it's some tight ranges. You got ZM going inside weak. Just a few more AAXN. Going after the inside month to the upside. We'll see here above 91.83. BILI, Billy Baru. Closer to rev strat downside. Inside bar here, and then that would be below here. 40.40. CCI in the towers. Trying to go 2-2 reversal on the month, and of course you can always watch the American Tower, and that's back with those. That's got some distance, and that the inside month are here. That's back tower still skirting the high, so we'll see. If we go to GTLS, GTL is 222 continuation month over 73.22. HBI close to the inside month are here. Above 1644, since we're all hanging out in our underwear at home. And weaker, inside weak, trying to get out of this chop shop, so we'll see. If we go to ICLR, monthly, rev strat, 122. Go to IRTC, potential rev strat, weaker to the downside. LEA and LEA. You can see here tight range comes through, triangles and knots, and see if you can bring that back up handily inside mount. Alright, so we'll see if we can finally get out of there, but if you go to the daily, you'll see this. Like so, and you can draw it off the gap if you like, and just keep an eye on that. Space holding this gapper so far on the monthly. See this rev strat month here. Some other problems we know about that, but you do have your rev strat of over 2098. SunPower. SunPower is trying to go inside month and up. Stamps, but hammer counter shooter, Stampy above 255.40. THO going for the 322. If you can get through here, 124. You're almost there. Tesla, how you going to get outside that month? But you do start off as an inside weak. You can see even Tesla starting to chop them up a bit here and see. So we really could use some movement. Going to be aware of all these inside months and certainly staying on things that are not staying inside months. That's going to do it for it. Rob Smith and Black Channel here at Tiger Talker.